Sir.
Sir, I am ready, sir.
I welcome welcome to SITAMS Engineering College, sir. This is autonomous and NAC and NBA accredited. So this is the program on AICTE sponsored program and STTP phase 2 we are conducting here. This topic under the heading of the explainable artificial intelligence and machine learning using actually Python and TensorFlow for solving learning problems. So under this heading, today Dr. M. Hanmantappa, today professor, so would like to give on the topic of today internal representation. On this topic, we would like to invite Dr. M. Hanmantappa here to our program. So Professor K. Lakshminarayan sir will be giving now, inviting and bring the profile of person.
Okay, thank you, sir. I am Lakshminarayana. So I am very glad and happy to invite Dr. M. Hanmantappa, sir, Professor, Department of Computer Science and Applications, Bangalore University. His professional career, now currently acting as Professor Bangalore University 2013 to till date, and Associate Professor in Bangalore University 2010 to 13, and as a reader in Bangalore University 2007 to 2010, and lecturer Bangalore University 2003 to 7, and EDP acted as a EDP manager Oriental Bank of Commerce in Mumbai, India 2099 to 2001. Then acted as a computer programmer and examination branch Bangalore University from 1997 to 2003. Then acted as a software engineer TCS Private Limited Bangalore from 1995 to 97. Then research assistant Bhakti Vedanta Institute Mumbai 2006 to 2007 part-time. Then he has total 22 years of teaching and administration and industry experience. Then pursuing research in the area of information and specialization retrieval, data mining, network security, and natural language processing, and conducted many voice examinations for PhD and MPhil candidates, and total research publications 95. So it is very huge number. And among this, international journals are 47, conference proceedings, international conferences 28, national conferences are 17, monographs 3, and patents 2. And a number of PhD students awarded under his total 5, and ongoing students are pursuing PhD 6 members, and total conferences or symposiums international wide 10 conducted, and national wide 8 conducted, and attended total 13 conferences. And he got many awards from many universities. First one is the receipt of Dr. Radhakrishna Gold Medal Award by Global Economics Progress and Research Association, Tamil Nadu in 2012. Then appreciated by the Bangalore University for carrying out original research work in the field of the data mining. Then won a prize for the best paper presentation in CMR IMS Bangalore 2012. Won a prize for the best paper presentation at IEEE International Conference on Computational Intelligence and Computing Research, Madurai, 2013. Then listed in the directory of Marcus Who's in Science and Engineering, New York, 2010 to 11 and 18 to 19. Then recipient of National Merit Scholarship during 1990 and advisor in a Newton English School, Bangalore. Then expert member teachers selection and member at Kendriya Vidyalaya, Herbal, Bangalore, Karnataka. Then expert member in local inspection committee, Bangalore University, Bangalore. Then expert committee member for the research center identification of Kuvempu University, Shimango. So there are still many awards he received. So remaining awards will be read by our student Venela. Will continue.
Expert committee member for conducting interviews for the recruitment of teachers at Dravadian University. Expert member of UGC NET Computer Science Exam Valuation, New Delhi. Question paper setter for KSET UGC NET examination December 2011, 2014, 2017. Expert committee member for conducting CAS at National Institute of Animal Nutrition and Physiology, Bangalore. Board of Appointment member for various universities and organizations, administrative experience. Director, International Student Cell, Bangalore University. Director, IQAC, Bangalore University, 2019 till date. IT head, Bangalore University, responsible for IT-related activities. Nodal officer, All India Survey of Higher Education. Chairman, Department of Computer Science and Application during 2011 to 2013. Technical committee member, Bangalore University, 2015 onwards. Executive committee member of G Tantra. Organizing committee members of several national and international conferences organized by many universities in India. Coordinator of UGC sponsored national all-level refresher course in computer science for college teachers held at Bangalore University. Member Board of Studies in Computer Science and Application, Bangalore University, 2005 onwards. Chairman, Board of Examiner for Computer Science and Application, Bangalore University. Principal investigator for the UGC sponsored major research projects, cross-language information retrieval during 2010 to 2013. Chairman, Board of Studies for Computer Science, UG, PG, PhD, Bangalore University. Chairman, Boards of Studies of Computer Science, UG, PG, Bangalore, North and Central Universities. Chairman, Board of Examiner for Computer Science, UG, PG, Bangalore, North and Central Universities in 2018 to 19. Member Review Committee for various international journals, including Springer, ACM. He is a member of different learning bodies, Swadeshi Vignana Andolana, Karnataka. Member Institution of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, IEEE USA. Member of Indian Science Congress, New Delhi. Member of Global Economic Progress and Research Association. Member of International Association of Engineers. Books published: Practical Approach to Data Structures, Computer Fundamentals and C Programming, first and second year PUC Computer Science textbook, Data Warehousing and Business Intelligence, Data Mining Application and its Numerical Investigation and Performance Evaluation. Countries visited abroad: Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, Singapore. Research projects undertaken: He have completed one major research project funded by UGC. The major research project funded by UGC is cross-language information retrieval, for which he got around 10 lakh rupees, which is already completed in 2009 to 2013. Under this project, one candidate PhD is submitted. Under this project, the project fellow got Young Scientist Award in the Indian Science Congress. Given total invited talks and resource person is 26, acted as session chair, keynote speaker for 18. Thank you.
So this is very brief introduction about Dr. Hanumantappa sir. With this conclusion,
for detailed introduction.
Yes, sir. We are also very happy to meet you, sir. And I'm inviting you to take over the session and to enlighten our participants, sir.
Okay, shall I start?
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Good morning to one and all. First of all, let me apologize for this technical issue, through which I could not share one. Again, I changed the laptop and it happened. I think I am audible.
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Audible, na? Okay.
Audible, sir.
Yeah, I'm audible, na?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Okay, okay. Dear participants and also the
Audible, sir.
principal and all the organizers of this AICTE STTP 1 week phase 2 program. I'm very much happy to be a resource person for this technical session, through which I would like to discuss and talk something related to this artificial intelligence and its internal representation, and also the because of this artificial intelligence, what is the how the future workforce is going to be, how we are going to work in future, say because of this AI and its innovations. So I would like, before that, I think there may be, as Dr. Pawan sir was telling, there were so many, there were already some sessions which are conducted by through this phase 2 and phase 1, some talks related to the artificial intelligence. But even I would like to give some glimpse of this in the beginning, and afterwards I would like to proceed for the actual contents of my talk. Friends, as all of you know, and I feel it an honor to be a part of this STTP as a resource person. Friends, assume that I have one pen and you have one pen. If I give my pen to you and if you give your pen to me, at the end, how many pens each one of us are going to have? It's only one. So because it's only the, we are giving or we are exchanging the material or that is items. So at the same time, assume that I have an idea and you have an idea. If I give my idea to you and if you give your idea to me, at the end, how many ideas each one of us are going to have? That is two. Is it not? That is the purpose of conducting any conference, seminar, or like the programs like this, FDP, workshops, anything. That is to exchange the knowledge, to share the information. So I hope that's going to happen in this STTP, which is conducted by the SITAMS. And also, friends, I would like to share with all of you that when we are in the mode of sync, SYNC, that is synchronization mode, we cannot sync SINK in the ocean of knowledge. So always it is, we have to share our knowledge to exchange the, we have to exchange the information. Then only we can sync. That means we are going to be enriched or become enlightened with the knowledge. So with this a few words, friends, the artificial intelligence, I hope nowadays all of us are well versed and well aware of this concept and the topic, because most of the engineering, most of the colleges are introduced, most of the universities as well as the colleges are introducing artificial intelligence and machine learning course itself. Earlier, when we used to talk about BE computer science, then it comes information science. Now AI and ML is the most one of the hot topic. So all of us are aware of that. So once if you say that intelligence are the artificial intelligence, so it is like a man-made intelligence. Man-made in the sense that is it's which is not natural. Man-made intelligence. And because of this artificial intelligence, we are also going to create a prototype of human being. As uh, as a human beings, we are able to do so many things. We are able to solve the problems. We are able to see. We are able to think. We are able to plan. We are able to analyze. We have the vision. We are able to learn. We have a perception. We have the psychology, and all these things. As human beings, what are all the characteristics we have? If we are able to put, or if we are able to make the system also to have all those characteristics, then the system is going to become an artificial intelligence entity. So, and because of this innovations, we have so many things like, say, assume that earlier days we used to, we used to have a Xerox machine. In future, because of this AI, we may not be able to see the Xerox machine. Instead of that, we are going to have an intelligent camera, intelligent scanners. So now itself, we might have observed most of our students, nobody is going to take the Xerox, just they will click on that. And it's only a scanner. And in future, because of the AI, there will be an intelligent scanners where, say, suppose if if a document which is available in Urdu, And if you click on that, automatically it's going to be converted or translated into a language which we know. Say suppose if we want to have we have a document in Urdu, and if you want to convert that into a Telugu or English, automatically the scanner itself is going to do. So that is the kind of intelligence which we are going to build in intelligent scanners. And also, friends, we might have seen the most of the driverless cars. Say that it's in foreign abroad, that is it's a common now, driverless cars. In India also we will have this driverless cars, where the most of, because of the IoT and the various other sensor that we are going to build, or we are going to manufacture, and we are going to use this driverless cars. That is also going to be the major innovations of this artificial intelligence. And also, friends, we might have seen the chess game until 1956. This artificial intelligence term was not at all there. Means people never experienced with that. When this there are so many things. Say even the Google, which were Google Assistant and Google Maps, how best they are able to assist. Say if you type some word in Google, it's going to give you the various. That means there is a kind of intelligence which is inbuilt. And also this, say suppose the Google Maps, say assume that daily we are traveling in one road, and if there is any traffic or obstacles or something in that road, that means if the path is going to take, and the road is going to take more time, the system itself is going to assist you, or going to tell you which are the routes having less traffic. So all these things are because of the artificial intelligence innovations. And friends, in future also, nowadays all of us are using the smartphone. That is, we are very much smart in each and everything nowadays. So the smartphone, in future, we need not touch the phone itself. Everything is going to be acted, or everything is going to be worked just based on the instructions. And the instructions also can be in any language. It need not be in English only. It can be in Telugu, it can be in Kannada, or it can be in any language. So all these are just the innovations, are the things which are happening in and around us. So what is the purpose, or why, how it's going to happen, how it is happening? These are all because of the things which we are doing. That means we have the data, we have the information, we have the knowledge, we have the wisdom. So that means we are generating huge volume of data, and we are generating from that data, we are creating the information. From that information, we are again extracting the knowledge. And so all these things are happening because of that. This AI and that means artificial intelligence came into existence. Just friends, I would like to just give a brief things about data. Just now I was telling about the four words. One is called data, another is information, another is knowledge, and wisdom. As computer science teachers, or research scholars, or computer science graduates, all of us know this term, four terms, I think. One is data. What is data? That is, it's a collection of facts. And what is information? So if you are arranging all those facts, that is data, in an organized manner, it's going to become the information. I mean to say that if you process the data, it's going to become the information. So that means earlier days we used to say that we are in the ICT era, that is information communication technologies era. But nowadays we are not in ICT, we are moving towards the knowledge era. Already we are in the knowledge era. We are from ICT to knowledge era. So then what is knowledge? So I hope all of you know this term knowledge also. Say suppose if somebody asks you, do you have the knowledge about SITAMS, that is SITAM Institute? Or suppose if somebody asks you, do you have information about this SITAM, that is Srinivasa Institute of Technology? What is our answer? Say suppose if somebody asks you the information, what is our answer? If somebody asks you, do you have the knowledge about Srinivasa Institute of Technology and Management, what is the answer? So definitely it's going to be different. Say that, I mean to say that information is different from the knowledge. So what is that knowledge? Say knowledge is the one, that means, say suppose if you say information, whatever is available in the website, or whatever is available in the brochure about this SITAMS, that is Srinivasa Institute of Technology, if you say that, that is going to be the information. That means where is this college is existing, about the college, whatever the information which is available in the this one. So what are the courses is offering, what is the fee structure, who are the faculty members, and all those things. So that it's going to be the information. And at the same time, if you say that knowledge about the SITAM, that is from information, we are going to create the knowledge. So that means knowledge is the whatever you have, whatever the decision you are going to take about this from this information. So suppose I may say that SITAM Institute, that is Srinivasa Institute of Technology and Management, is a good college, and they is having a very good this one. Say suppose if I say like that, then it's going to become the knowledge from the information we are extracting, or we are generating the knowledge. So that is the knowledge. So earlier we had data, from data we created information, from information we are extracting the knowledge nowadays. So that is right now we can say that we are in the knowledge era. So this artificial intelligence is also going to use all this knowledge. And we used to say that database, and afterwards we created data warehouse. Now we are creating the knowledge base, and there are various types of knowledge also. So procedural knowledge, declarative knowledge, common sense, and all those things. As I said in the beginning, what are all the characteristics we have? If you are able to put all those things into a system, then the system is going to become the artificial intelligence entity. So similarly, say what are the knowledge we have? Say we have common sense knowledge, we have psychology, we have philosophy, we have all those things. So how best, how to do, how to put all those things into the system, that is called the internal representation. So friends, that is called how to design artificial intelligence internal representation. So once if I say that artificial intelligence entity, how to design, say, a agent or a system. So as I was telling that we have sensor, that is we as a human being, we have eye. So the eye can be created, or eye can be done using this sensors. And we also have, we are the effectors, like we have hands and legs, and we other this one. So the system also have to have all those things. And we are also going to have we are will be interacting with the environment. So that is through perceptors, and what are the different actions, that is through planning and learning, and with other characters, with other this one. So this is how it's going to be represented internally. So that is that is the topic which I would like to discuss today. And also I would like to carry out my presentation with a small in history, current status, goals, applications, advantages, future scope, and conclusion. So as I was telling that AI, that is artificial plus intelligence, is artificial intelligence. So I hope most of us know about this intelligence, the capacity to learn and solve the problems. So how best we are able to solve, and how fast we are going to do, that itself is the intelligence. That means doing the right things at the right place and the right time. So that is going to be the intelligence. And artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence by machines. So that means artificial plus intelligence is equal is artificial intelligence. That is the ability to solve the problems, the ability to act rationally, the ability to act like human beings. So that means all of us are going to have one or the other problem. Whatever the problem, we will be having a solution. That means what is the solution? That is moving from initial state to the goal state. Once if you are able to move from initial state to goal state, and if you are able to reach the goal state, that is the solution. So as human beings, we're able to do, and as system, how it's going to be done. So that is the ability to solve the problems, the ability to act rationally, the ability to act like humans. So then the system is going to become the artificial intelligence entity. So that is the thing which we are going to discuss today. This is the AI timeline, how it's evolved, and all those things. I need not discuss all these things. But starting from the term artificial intelligence in 1956, in a conference of this kind, Dartmouth. Now we are into this driverless cars and intelligent scanners, intelligent this one with a smart house. So in 1950, can machines think? That was the question. Can machines think? But in 1956, the term artificial intelligence was coined by this John McCarthy, who lived from 1958 to 2011. He's the one, we can say that he's the father of this artificial intelligence. And there are now at present, the current status of artificial intelligence. We are using this, as I was mentioning in the beginning, we are using this artificial intelligence for each and everything. So we can use that is to analyze images, to analyze the satellite images to identify which areas have the highest poverty level. So suppose there will be even the crop level and all those things. We can analyze the images, whatever we are going to have. Uh, and based on that, we can extract the information and knowledge, as I was telling in the beginning. And also, I forgot to mention about this. I was telling about data, information, knowledge, and wisdom. So, knowledge is the decision support system. That means from information, how can we use this for decision support system is knowledge, and wisdom is, that is, I think most of you might have heard about the wisdom also. That is implementation of the knowledge is going to be the wisdom. So that's also going to happen in our this one. Say even in the aviation industry, we can use this. We are using this AI, that is gate allocation for plane while landing and ticket price determination and all those things. And companies are creating robots to teach subjects. That means in future there will be some kind of things which robots can also be used to teach. So suppose if the corona and like this is going to exist in future also. And also we can use this in healthcare, heavy industry, and finance. So that is in the healthcare, we can use this solving a variety of problems of patients, hospitals, healthcare industry overall, and using avatars in place of patients. That means robots have become very common in many industries, and it can also do repetitive laborious tasks. And also, say in the case of finance, we can use the finance industry, or which is the most important one. We can use this algorithmic trading, market analysis, data mining, personal finance, portfolio management. For all these things, the AI, that is, we are using the AI even in our country. So that is the current state of AI at present. And what are the goals, how it's going to be done, and what exactly we would like to achieve because of this AI. So the goals of AI, that is deduction, reasoning, and problem solving. So deduction, reasoning, and problem, as I was mentioning in the beginning. So as human beings, we're all able to do the solve the problems, even whatever the simple problem. Say it can be a TikTok, this one, sorry, it can be a tower of an eye problem, or it can be a monkey and banana problem, or even water jug problem, or whatever the thing. So we are able to have, as I'm mentioning that, the solving in the sense, moving from initial state to goal state. And also the reasoning. That is also one of the important characteristics which we have. So that means we are able to give, or we are able to justify.
Sir,
That means,
sir,
sir,
sir, sorry for interruption, sir. 1 minute, sir.
yeah. Tell
Sir, you
me.
make your video mute, sir, before sharing your slide screen, sir. It will come, sir.
Okay.
You,
Okay. Why it's not video?
sir, you try once, sir. Make a video mute, then you share screen, sir. It will come, sir.
Now screen is not sharing, sir. I'm sharing the screen, na?
Uh-huh.
Screen
Video,
vastala.
it is muted, sir. Video.
Video muted.
Uh-huh. Still, it's not coming, huh?
No, screen is sharing, na, sir, now.
It is showing empty screen, sir. It are not, screen is not shareable, sir.
Is it, sir? I'm sharing, na, sir, screen. 1 second. 1 second.
Okay, okay, sir.
Now, is it shared or not, sir?
No, no, sir, not coming, sir. Sir, it came, sir. Now it came, sir. Sir.
Sir?
Now it came, sir. It's coming.
Okay, now it's came now, sir.
Yes, sir. Now it's coming, sir.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, sir. You may continue, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Sorry for the inconvenience. So deduction, but voice is audible, no, sir?
Sir, audible, sir. Audible.
So deduction, reasoning, and problem solving. As I'm mentioning about the problem solving, we are able to, as human beings, we're able to do the same thing can be done by the system, and we are able to give the reasoning for each and everything. Say, suppose if somebody asks you, why are you late? So we are able to give our own reasoning. So like that, the system also needs to give, maybe in a position to give the reasoning. And deduction, that means from that is abduction, deduction, and this one. So that means we are able to extract, or we are able to do some additions and this one. So that is deduction. So to develop algorithm that human use, and algorithms can require enormous computational resources and resources, and problems goes beyond a certain size. So that means we are able to provide the solution. We are able to provide the algorithms. That is, this is also one of the goal of AI. That is deduction, reasoning, and problem solving. And knowledge representation. As I was telling that we have that is a huge knowledge. And earlier when we were using this ICT, information communication technology era, we used to have a database or data. When it comes into the data mining, we used to use the data warehouse. When we are using this AI, definitely we have to have a knowledge base. So we are able to create the knowledge base. How to create this knowledge base? That is knowledge representation. That is to build machine with the capacity of making working assumptions and common sense. So that is going to be knowledge representation. It's also going to be called as the internal representation. So that means each and everything is going to be represented in the form of say, but there are some types of knowledge which we may not be able to represent, or which we may not be able to store. So that is a common sense knowledge which we as human beings we are exhibiting. Common sense in the sense, the common sense is, all of you know this, which cannot be stored or which cannot be put into the system. That's why the system or artificial intelligence machine is lacking that common sense knowledge. And also planning is also the one of the characteristics as human beings we have. In a classical planning problem, the agent can assume that it is the only system acting on the world. Multi-agent planning uses the cooperation and the computation of many agents to achieve the given goal. So that means for each and everything we are able to plan. So suppose assume that if I want to travel from Bangalore to Chittor, there are many routes which are available. But normally I will plan in such a way that which is going to take less time and less and with less distance. So something like that we are and for each and everything there will be a plan. So as human beings we're able to do, the system also is able to do that planning, which is also the one of the goal of this AI. And learning as human beings, and we have the capacity to learn, and we have the capacity to understand. What is that learning? So that means there are different types of learning mechanisms. Again, rote learning, that is object-based learning, something like that. We have learned many things through so many examples, learning by giving an example, learning. So all those things, how we are going to make the system also to do all those things, that is a learning. Machine learning is the fundamental concept of AI search. Unsupervised learning is the ability to find patterns in a stream of input. Supervised learning includes both classification and numerical regression in this one. So there is unsupervised and unsupervised. And say learning is one of the important characteristics and the concept which we have as human beings. So the system also needs to do with that. And also the other important characteristics is the natural language processing. Natural language processing gives machines the ability to read and understand human language. So as human beings, we are able to speak many languages, we are able to understand many languages, we are able to write many languages, like say like English, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil, and all those things. So how the system is also going to do that, and each and every language is going to have its own characteristics, its own syntax, its own semantics, its own vowels and consonants, etc. So how the system, but as human beings, we are able to learn one or two, three, four languages, but the system, how it's going to learn. So suppose even if you consider the simple example, English, normally the English language is going to have SOV structure. That is, Rama went to forest. That is a subject. Rama is a subject. Went is a verb and object is subject, verb, object. Forest. Rama went to forest. At the same time, if you consider either the Kannada or Telugu language, Rama కాడికి ಹೋದನು or Rama రాముడు అడవికి వెళ్ళాను. So that is SVO, that is subject, object, and verb. It comes at the end. So how to map and all those things it's different stages of this natural language processing. Nowadays, that itself is a subject to study the natural syntax and syntactic analysis, semantic analysis, that is a pragmatic analysis, and all those things. And even sometimes, say, suppose if you consider the same word is going to have different meanings, and for different meaning, different words are going to convey the same meaning. So that is word sense disambiguation, and all those things are going to be how to do all those things is natural language processing, and also the perception. Say, if you consider the perception, machine perception is the ability to use input from sensor to deduce aspects of the world. So that means we have our own perception. We have, say, suppose if somebody asks you about crow or swan, crow, what do we say? Always the crow is going to be a black, this one. That is the perception which we have. So unless until if you see a white crow, we cannot say that there is a white crow. So that is the perception which we have. And also sometimes people may as a person, this one, I may believe in God, somebody may not believe in God. So all those things are going to have the thing, this one, how we are going to put that characteristics also into the system. And also the motion and manipulation is also one of the characteristics which we are going to have. And that means we are able to move from one place to the other place, and we are able to manipulate the things. Intelligence is required for robots to handle the tasks such as object manipulation and navigation. So it requires a lot of computation, a lot of this one. So how it's going to be done, and also the social intelligence. So as all of you know, this nowadays the social intelligence is one of the important characteristics. Effective computing is the development of systems that can recognize, interpret, simulate human affects. Emotion and social skills are important to an intelligent agent to understand others and to make better decisions. So that means as a human beings always we will be moving with the society, and we will be interacting with the people, and we are going to have a kind of a societal this one. So how it is going to be done, and how it's going to be manipulated, and how it's going to be achieved. So that is also going to be a one of the goal of this AI. So now, just now, till now, we discussed about the various characteristics as human beings we possess, and how to put all those into the system. There are various approaches of AI. That means, say, planning how to do, learning how to do, perception, and all those things. There are various approaches which are available in the whatever we have studied. That is either mathematics or statistics, and what are the other languages which we are going to have. So that is, one is statistical approach, and cybernetics brain simulation, and symbolic approach, and cognitive simulation. So statistical approach is that means one of the, just if you want me to tell an example for the statistical approach, say as I was telling about this natural language processing. So So in the case of natural language processing, and if you consider the thing, what is that called? Semantic analysis. Semantic analysis. It's not that syntactic. Semantic analysis. Semantic means which says something about the meaning of the words, or that is this one. Say suppose if I say a cat eats rat. Cat eats rat, which is syntactically correct because we have subject, we have object, and we have verb also. Cat eats rat. We have all the three, so it is syntactically correct. When it comes to the semantically also it is correct because cat can eat the rat, as all of us know. And if you say at the same time, instead of cat, if I replace table eats rat or something, whatever the other object, table eats rat, the system also is going to say that that is also correct because syntactically that is correct. When it comes to the semantic, it may not be correct. So how it's going to be identified? As human beings, we are having the knowledge, so we are able to say. And when it comes to the system, how it is going to be done? That is semantic analysis, that is through this statistical approach or the probabilistic approach. That means we are going to store all the knowledge. So most of the time we will be going to check the probability of each sentence, and normally the probability of the sentence cat eats rats is going to be more than the table eats rat. So that's the first sentence is going to be correct and the second sentence is going to be wrong. Like that it's going to be considered. And that is one of the just a simple example which I gave. And we are also going to have the cybernetics and brain simulation. And that means through this artificial neural networks and cognitive simulation, that is the cognitive science and symbolic approach. We will discuss all those things. And there are various tools which we are going to use for this artificial intelligence nowadays. So the tools in the sense, as we have seen, the various goals of artificial intelligence, for each and every goal, there are various tools. So that means, normally, as human beings, we are most of the time we are going to use this search and optimization. So that means search in the sense, it's not that which we are going to use in data structures or this one. Anything for each and everything without concept of search and sort, we may not be able to do anything. Say, as human beings, we are able to use the search quite extensively. So that is search and optimization. So for that, we have the various tools, and also that is when it comes to the search optimization, that is we have the calculus based techniques and guided random search techniques. And again, in the search, there are very heuristic and non-heuristic search and other things. And logic. So what is logic? It is, I hope all of you know the meaning of logic. It is the method to use. It's a kind of language which we are going to use to solve the problems. And there are various types of logic again, predicate logic, propositional logic, semantic, syntax, so like that. And the probabilistic methods, just whatever the example I gave, and the neural networks. These are the various tools and techniques we can say. And again, there are things which are going to be used to solve all these problems. So friends, if you are just I will come back to this one. Whatever the education in AI, that is the AI is going to be used in that is education field, partnership in the AI, that is the financial other this one. So these are all the various agents with platforms. Siri app is one of the AI agent. Google, Alexa, Cortana, View, and iMessage, Messenger, WhatsApp, whatever daily. Without WhatsApp, we cannot do. Slack, WeChat, Kik, Allo, Telegram, Pillow, Line, Skype, and these are all the various agents and with their platforms which normally we are going to use. And also the applications of this artificial intelligence, as I told you in the beginning, there are various applications. It's not that we can use in this field and that field. In each and every field, we can use this artificial intelligence. And applications, we can say that competition and prices, automotive, healthcare, finance and economics, and video, games, And each and every field we are going to use this only a few things which I mentioned here. And friends, once if you say there are there is so much of stuff and there is so much of so many things which are available in this artificial intelligence, and normally there will be advantages as well as disadvantages of this AI. The chances of error are almost nil. We can say disadvantages means the systems may not be able to do the errors. It can be used to explore space depth of ocean. That means, suppose if somebody is something, if you want to explore space depth of ocean, as human beings, we may not be able to do. So we have to use this AI, and smartphones are greatest example of this AI. And it can be used in time-consuming tasks efficiently. Algorithms can help the doctors to assess patients and their health risks, and machines do not require a sleep for breakthrough or break, and are able to function without stopping. So that means as human beings, we may be able to do only for a certain time with effectively and efficiently. But after some certain time, as we may got tired and we may got our own excuses, but the system is not going to have all those things. However, it's programmed, whatever is programmed, and because of that, whatever the instructions given to that, it's going to work for 24/7. So, and also it's there won't be any constraints for this AI. So those are all the main advantages of this artificial intelligence. At the same time, there are various disadvantages. A devil in disguise. So naturally, it is a high cost, decrease in demand for human labor. AI may be programmed to do something devastating. Machine ethics. That means, of course, it is a high cost. That means which may not be affordable by each and every one. Decrease in demand of human labor. As a country of with a huge large population, once if you are able to adopt this AI in each and every field, normally there will be some kind of this one in human labor, and it's maybe programmed to do something devastating. That means if it can be used for good and it can also be used for the disaster, to do something which is unwanted. And machine ethics, as in the beginning I was telling that as human beings we have some kind of ethics, we have some kind of common sense, but the machine is not going to have anything, which we have experienced in the iRobot movie. So that means there won't be any ethics. The storage and access are not as effective as human brains, and no improvement with experience. So that means as human beings with experience, we are going to have kind of improvement. That means we can enhance our skills, we can refine our knowledge, but the system is not going may not be able to do all those things. So those are the disadvantages we can say. And how it's, what is the future of this AI? That is future in the sense from here onwards, after 10, 15 years, what is 10 years, what could be the thing? There are many things which we may have in the next decade, or this one. Friends, what you can guess, what could be the changes in the, just a simple example. Can you say, any one of you, what could be the drastic change because of this artificial intelligence in next decade? Dear participants, friends, you can unmute and you can answer, I think. Okay, say suppose if you want me to say a simple example, all of us now we are using this, what is that called? Lock and key, is it not? For all our houses, we are going to use the lock and key, in especially in our India, in our either Bangalore or Chittoor or whatever the place. Each one of us are going to put the lock, and we will be carrying the key, that is chabi, key, with us. And whenever we want to open the lock, we will be using the key. That is the common practice. That is the common thing which is we are doing now. But in future, say, I mean to say that after 10 years, any house may not have this lock and key concept. We need not carry that key. We need not carry this lock. We put the lock. There will be an intelligent locks, intelligent this one. Automatically, when you are going to stand in front of your house, if you are an authorized person, the door will open automatically and you can enter, or else it's not going to open. That means we are going to have a kind of system which is going to identify the authorized persons and open the door or close the door. And also say, assume that, I mean to say that there will be a knowledge base which is going to be created in the system, this one. That means the various people photos. Say suppose if there are 5 persons at home, all the 5 persons, if they, or there may be some keyword or password. And there may be, say sometimes, say now we have put the lock, and after 15 years, normally our photograph or this one will change the appearance and all those things. How it is going to work, that is, and also even if you say the password, the voice, the way of we pronounce may change. How it is going to recognize, that is again the concept of data science which is going to be emerge. So that is a simple example which may happen in our day-to-day life. So that is improved speech, voice, image, video recognition will change the way we interact with our devices. So that means we need not have the, and that is improved voice recognition. Now itself, the mobile phones are having a better voice recognition. And afterwards, each and every device is going to have a kind of voice, this one. And even the TV, we need not use remote and this one to switch on the TV, and automatically, even if you say something, it's going to recognize and it's going to play the things. And personal assistants will become more personal and context aware. So for each the human labor, that is the servant which we are going to have in our house, is going to be replaced by this robots. And more systems will run automatically to a point. The positive impact of AI research can have a humanity will start to be across many walks of life, much of it behind the scenes. So that means these are the major changes which we are going to see in the next decade. Friends, AI is a common topic in both science fiction and projection, the future of technology and society, and rivals human intelligence and raises difficult ethical issues. This is just the things outcome of what we have discussed till now. So am I that is, if I say that artificial intelligence is good or bad, it depends on who created, who is going to use that. So AI is like two-edged sword. At one end they can solve the problems intelligently, at another end they pose a problem themselves, so we have to handle it properly. So that is how it is going to be in the future because of this artificial intelligence. So that means if you're using it for good, it's going to be a good, and if you're going to be using it for something else, it's going to be something drastic. And that means it's in whose hands it is going to be, that is the most important. Friends, this is a brief introduction about this artificial intelligence and its evaluation and its goals and its applications, advantages and disadvantages. As teachers, most of you might be aware of all these things, whatever I have discussed till now. Just it's only again refreshing your thoughts and knowledge. So as I told you in the beginning, when we are going to share the knowledge, we are going to refine our knowledge, whatever we have. So friends, again, I'm displaying one slide here. I hope all of you are able to see this slide. Is it visible? Hello, sir. Lakshman, sir.
Visible, sir.
Visible. Okay. So there is in this slide we have two products. One is called Iodex, another is called Gendubomb. So how can we relate this to the artificial intelligence? What is the intelligence involved here? And definitely you may not require any of these two products after my talk. Dear participants, okay, and there is these two products. One is Gendubomb, another is Iodex, and also there is another product called a camera. First, let me finish this Gendubomb and Iodex. And the purpose of this slide is displaying for all of you is that. So suppose if you consider the sales of this product Gendubomb and the sales of the product Iodex, the sales of Gendubomb is going to be more in North India, and the sales of Iodex is going to be more in South India. And the analysis, the statistics says that the sales of Gendubomb is going to be more in North India, that is geographically, and Iodex is going to be more in South India. And again, further, if they analyze, that means if they analyze the data or if extract the knowledge from this information, whatever they have, so it shows that the people perception. So that means normally the North Indians, if they apply any ointment or the cream or this whatever the thing, if it gives some kind of cooling, heal and effect, normally that means I mean to say that if you apply anything, if it gives some, if it cool, ante challaga unte, that is if it is cool, then the people feel that it is healed. అంటే జెండు బామ్ అప్లై చేస్తే అది చల్లగా ఉంటే అది హీల్ మేల్ అయింది అని అనుకుంటారు. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద పర్సెప్షన్ విచ్ దోస్ పీపుల్ ఆర్ హ్యావింగ్. Because of that, the sales of that product is going to be more in North India. And if you consider the South India, the perception what we have, if you apply any this one cream or ointment or any medicine, external this one, if it gives some kind of irritation, andre uri antivalla, then we will say that it is healed. So that means because of that, just that perception of the people mind, the sales of these two products are going to be more different in different geographical locations. So that means that there is a kind of intelligence which we can extract. Because of that, the manufacturing industry can do more profits of with this AI. And also, if you consider this camera or a mobile phone, some people, while purchasing the mobile phone, some people may will be seeing various attributes. Some people may see the design, and some people may see the resolution. Some people may see the battery life. And if you consider or if you concentrate on the manufacturer, I mean to say that the manufacturer, so we can predict and we can improve the sales of a particular product. So that means because of the perception of the people, and at the same time, if you are able to use this perception into the systems, so the system is also going to do this a kind of business. And friends, the next slide, this is also for you people, Google Doodles for India. I hope most of you might have seen this are aware of this doodles. The doodle is going to be appear whenever you open the system, that is a browser, the search, this one. Each and every day it's going to be different. I mean to say that it's not going to be common most of the days. And for some special occasions, it's going to be with special doodle. And also the doodle is not going to be common in each and every country. So the doodle which we are seeing in India may be different from the doodle which the Americans or the Chinese or the Pakistan people are going to see. Why, how it is going to happen? Who is going to create this doodle for each of us? And this doodle, and that is a doodle which I have displayed. It was displayed during last January 26th. That is January 26th, as Indians, we have some kind of significance. That is the national, that is Republic Day. So because of that, the national animal, national flower, national, all our national symbols they have put with, along with this doodle. So that means the prominent Indians, Ramanujan, Tagore, and Anantapai are significant dates. So that means uh, for some kind of significance, the doodle is going to be changed. So the Googlers in India and started, they would notice the familiar logo who was replaced by a picture of a Google striped tiger prowling among stylized lotus and an India gate. So how it is going to be prepared, and the same doodle may not appear in some other countries. So how it is going to be created? Who is going to create this and how it's going to happen? Friends, this is also again because of the data which we are storing in the computer, and because the data is going to be analyzed, and based on that the doodle is going to be created in future. That is because of the data which we are storing in future, say we may have an independent individual doodles. So that means, say if I open my system, and if it happens to be my birthday, if I there will be some kind of birthday doodle, and say assume that today that in future, if the SITA, that is the Srinivasa Institute of Technology and Management, is conducting a conference, and there is a special occasion for them, if they open, there will be a doodle. That means in future we are going to have an independent individual doodles because of the data which we are storing, and it's going to be analyzed, and it's going to be, that is the kind of intelligence which we are going to build in the systems. And also this one more slide which I would like which I'm displaying it here, and most of you can also take it for this it's a very research an issue. So in the beginning, I was telling about the natural language processing. In the natural language processing, one thing which I told you is that there are various issues, there are various stages in the natural language processing. This is whatever the slide which I have displayed is one of the things. So friends, all of you might have experienced the Google translation. So suppose if you type something, have you experienced that is you need not if you type it in Kannada, it's going to be translated into English. If you type it in English, it's going to be translated into whatever the language which we want. There are the Google almost supports 8 to 9 languages. So just friends, yesterday one of my friend sent some good morning message which is there in some Tamil language, which I could not understand. But immediately, if I put that in the Google, it gives me the meaning in English. So that means we are able to do so much with this NLP. We need not know all the languages in future. Well, if you know one language, the system is able to do the translation into the various languages. So suppose if you see this, so that is the thing which we are is happening in and around us right now. But there are certain issues which we need to concentrate through this artificial intelligence. Here, what we displayed is, I hope Kannada and Telugu both are is going to be similar in reading. Bangarappanavaru ನೆರೆಹಾನಿಯನ್ನು ನೋಡಲು ಬಂದರು. Bangarappa is a person. That means he was ex-CM. ಬಂಗಾರಪ್ಪನವರು ನೆರೆಹಾನಿಯನ್ನು ನೋಡಲು ಬಂದರು. That means if you give in Telugu, we can say that I don't know exact this one Telugu meaning. I don't want to. If you translate that, it's going to be Bangarappanavaru neighbors came to see the damage. So here the word nere is having different meanings in Kannada, in English. That is, nere means one is pravaha, another is that is becoming hairs white, so something like that. And also it gives the meaning of neighbors. Nere means the akapaka neighbors. So because of all these things, this how to select, that means it's called word sense Disambiguation. The word nere has 5 meanings such as prayakebaru, biological, that is pravaha, flood, gumpuseru, gather, akka neighbor, that is white hair, and all these things. So out of all these things, while translating, how the system is going to choose with the meaning, whether it has to choose the this first one or second one or third one. So it depends. That is also a challenging issue, which is where the so much of research is already happened, and it's also going to continue. So that is word sense disambiguation. Again, there are various approaches to address this. So that is also there is a kind of intelligence. And if you consider this other main thing which we discussed in the beginning, smart. Nowadays, the people talk about for each and everything smart, smart mobile, smart house, smart car, something like that. So even the shopping is going to be smart. It's not that smart shopping in the sense it is not that online shopping or something like that. So what is smart shopping? Again, there is a kind of intelligence. There is an artificial intelligence. So nowadays, I hope most of you might have experienced how do we do the shopping? Shopping in the sense it's not the small shops. It's if you go to a big bazaar or a big more big malls. So normally, what we used to do, we when we enter, we used to carry a trolley and go to the respective counters, and we will pick the various items, whatever we want, into that trolley. And afterwards, we'll come to the billing counter, and again there will be a big queue. Again, we will do the billing, and we will pay either by cash or card or whatever the mode available in that counter. And afterwards we'll and they will give you a print receipt of the bill, and we will come out, and again the security person will check that bill, and he will send us out. So that is the procedure or the process involved in shopping nowadays. In future friends, we need not do all this exercise. The kind of trolley which we are going to use, that itself is going to have a kind of intelligence. So just if you have the trolley, if you take it to the counter, and if you pick the items, and while picking the item, if you finalize, we can do a kind of scanning. The trolley itself is going to have a scanning. Just if you scan, it's going to be automatically billed. And once if you finalize all the items, and you need not go to the billing counter, the billing is going to be done automatically, and it will be deducted from your account, and just you will get a message saying that so much of amount is debited from your account for this shopping. So just you can come out. That means the intelligence which we are the trolley itself is going to be an artificial intelligence entity. So that is there is again there is various so much of research is happening with this. That is the smart shopping, and also the smart house. I hope again most of you are aware of this is also one of the artificial intelligence innovations. So the entire house is going to be a smart house. As I was telling that there is no need of lock and key. Just if you stand, it's going to be an automatic entry. And once if you enter into the house, you need not switch on the lights. Automatically, based on the motion and based on the this one, the lights will be on. And if you want to see the TV, you need not take the remote and switch on. Just if you stand in front of TV, and if you say that I want to watch TV, it will open. And again, if you feel that if your mind is something disturbed, and if you want some entertainment channels, automatically it will be placed. So that is on this one. And the fridge what you have at home is also going to be a smart enough because of this intelligence again. And the fridge is going to send you the message saying that if there is no milk in the fridge while coming from it will send you a message saying that while coming from office to bring one packet of milk or something like that, like how the our wife is going to say to the husband by calling over phone, the fridge itself is going to send a message. So that like that, there are even burglar alarm, the unauthorized people, if they enter, automatically it's going to give the message and the alarm and all those things. It is the light control, motion, and that is detections, air conditioning control. For each and everything is going to be smart because of this AI and its innovations. And also one thing which I would like to tell you, all of your friends, even there is a lot of research is going on nowadays. The electric meter which we are going to have at our house. So I hope whether it is Chittoor or Bangalore, there will be best current bill, electricity bill. So the bill which we are going to get, normally the electrician, that is the person who comes and take the reading and give us the bill. So many units are consumed, and for that there will be a bill. So in future, even I have participated in one of the research, this one. In future, the electric meter which we are going to have, that itself is going to be an intelligent one. So automatically it's going to send the reading. So that means once if this month is completed, it's going to send a message saying to the electricity board as well as to the owner of the house, saying that you have consumed so many units of power for this month, and for this is the amount which you need to pay, and it's going to be deducted from your account. And also the same message is going to be sent to the electricity board, where this so and so person is so much of power, and for this is the billing. So the electricity that is a meter itself is going to be an intelligent one. So because these are all the innovations just because of this AI. And friends, again, I would like to tell you something about this. Hope you all of you might have heard about this DNA computing, cloud computing, and cloning technologies. I think cloud computing is a common term which all of us are using and all of us are experiencing. Nowadays, each and everything is going to be a cloud-based cloud storage only. So because of that, we need not have to have our own infrastructure, everything. It's a remote storage. And when it comes to the DNA computing, now the computers are made up of the DNA computing. The computers are suggested to be made up of DNA chips rather than silicon chips. So nowadays the computers are made up of silicon chips. Instead of that, the DNA chips, deoxynucleoacid. And in result of this, human minds can be read and even copied in a DNA-based computer. And the same DNA technology can be used in DNA-based cloud servers, which can store the human mind status online, and which we refer mind online, wherein the status of the memory of our mind is copied and then updated to the DNA cloud. It is same as we update our Facebook status. I hope people have understood. In DNA, that means the computers are going to be made up of DNA chips. So that means because of this, we can copy, say like how we are going to have, we can read the hard disk of one system. Now, I think any desk concept, that is a remote access of our laptop. If we have any desk in our, it's an app. If we can control the laptop of other people, which is remotely. So we can do all those operations. Similarly, because of this DNA, unless if you give an access to them, because of this DNA, this one, even the human minds can interact. So suppose if I want to copy the things which are there in Professor Pawan mind, can be taken, I can read, I can delete if there is an access to that, and you can, if I can copy. So all those things are possible because of this technological innovations. And we can also, it's like how we are going to say that online nowadays, it's going to be mind online. wherein the status of the memory of our mind is copied and then updated as we are going to update the Facebook status. So that means everything is possible, but it's still in the research level. And cloning, and because of this DNA chips, so nowadays all of us are having assume that we have two eyes. In future, if somebody wants to have extra eye, like back this one, front to this one, back one, like how we are going to have front and back camera, for human beings also that is possible, whatever the things you want to have. And cloning, it is also possible to create a clone of human body, even if at least few the cells are available. So whenever somebody is dead, it is possible to create a clone of body of the dead person from his cells and his mind status before the death can be downloaded and reinstalled in the clone mind, and hence the real life will be possible. So that means just because of this cloning technology, we can create a clone of human body with a few cells. So if somebody is dead, it is possible to create a clone body and we can make him alive. So again, this is also not a new concept in our this one. Real life rebirth is possible. Again, it's not a new concept which is there in our Puranas very much. So suppose if you take this story, that is theory, Vigneshwara or Ganesha, that is exactly the cloning. To prove this theory, we have an example in our traditional story of giving the real life of to Lord Ganesha. Sharing Lord Shiva killed Ganesha accidentally, but then on request of Mahaparvati, the head of an elephant was fixed above the dead Ganesha's body. Normally, that is the concept of cloning. And then Lord Shiva transferred the status of Ganesha's mind just before the death into the new body's mind. We call it as Shiva Mahadeva, who maintains the whole data. That is the term big data of all living humans in the world as a large DNA cloud server. And so the real life was given to the Lord Ganesha. So this is just a theory. Therefore, I like to say that if DNA computing, cloning, cloud computing with Mind Online are implemented at their whole, then the real life will become possible and a person will never die as such. So don't think it is only assumptions. It is only the thing which may possible if the technology is going to move in this direction. It is it's so far a theoretical concept only, but to give it an evidence and proof and the possibility of its success, just I mentioned this Lord Ganesha real life example. Let's all of us as researchers from all disciplines work collectively to make it happen. So that is possible. It's not that impossible because now this, if you say this AI, I think all of you might have seen this Robo film or iRobo, something like that. You can see what we can do. So with this, I would like to conclude my first session. Just one small, I would like to conclude my first session. If you have any questions or clarifications or anything, all of you are most welcome.
Any participant can raise the questions. Anybody is having one or two participants can raise the question.
Sir, I have one question, sir.
Tell me, madam.
Sir, is big data and this machine learning is same, sir, or otherwise it is a different concept, sir?
No, big data is different and machine learning is entirely different, madam. Machine learning is that means how that is all these techniques, that is classification and clustering. The techniques. Big data is a kind of storage which we are going to use. It's a big data in the sense it's not that big data. Say suppose for example, if you consider
Yes.
the email attachment, what is the maximum
Yeah.
size we can attach? Maximum size of the file we can attach. So that itself is the big data for that mail. So that means it's a relative term, big data. And machine learning is the concept that is, it's like a data mining concept. So where we are going to use this classification, and to do the classification, there are various techniques. That is how to make the system to learn. That is this one. Whereas the big data talks or says about the storage.
Okay, sir.
I think
One
that's
second, sir. Sir, for performing research work, see this big data, if you take this big data as a research topic, then can we do in machine learning also?
Yeah, you can do, madam. Big data is storage, whereas machine learning is the operations, I can say. We can do, madam. Yeah,
We can
yeah,
do,
why
sir.
not? We can.
If we take the research topic as big data.
Yeah, on the big data, we can implement machine learning algorithms.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Any more questions?
Hello, sir. I am Professor Shekhar.
Yeah, tell me.
Depending on the individual, sir,
Okay, sir.
exposure, every person will have certain storage area.
Okay.
Suppose that person has hid some jewels in the locker. He himself knows the password or key.
Yes, sir.
So based on this, what you said, DNA computing,
Yes, sir.
can we are telling we are on the research to retrieve the storage of the human being before
Yes,
that.
sir.
Is it possible, sir?
Provided if you give access to them.
Okay.
Andre,
Can I?
say you might have seen the any desk app, no, sir? Any desk app ante we can give access of our laptop to somebody else so
Okay,
that they
okay.
are going to work on our laptop.
Okay.
So similarly, if you give access to them, that's possible. As
One
I
more
told
thing,
you in the
sir.
beginning, there are advantages as well as disadvantages. If we are making
Yeah.
use of this for better, it's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Sir,
One
I
more thing,
have one
sir.
more question. Sir.
Ah,
Can
sir.
I ask? Can I ask, sir, one more question?
Yes, madam.
Sir, if we perform any of the concept as a research topic in machine learning algorithms, using machine learning and any deep learning concepts, sir, we will create a new model, right? We are taking the new data set, already existing data set. They have performed some kind of experimental results and everything. We have some kind of research papers, right, no, sir?
Yes, madam.
So if we take the new data set and if we implement some kind of existing algorithms, machine learning or deep learning existing algorithms, we'll get some kind of results, experimental results.
Yeah.
When we compare with the previous results, and if we get the new results, the accuracy rate, we will show the accuracy rate. Whether we can show this kind of research in our research work, sir?
Yeah, it's a good question, madam. Most of us, what we are doing that is the research. Research is of different types, madam. One is theoretical and another is this one. And if you say this just comparison, may not say just what you are changing. You are changing the data set. So for each data set, definitely there will be a results.
Yes, sir.
There will be some different results. And if you compare, that is also can be called as the research. But to be frank, always the research should be a product oriented research, means that will be a good research, madam. Instead of using the same existing algorithm, you can modify or you can change the algorithm so that the performance is going to be increased. Always use the same data set, same experimental setup, whatever used by the others, and modify the algorithm and try to get the good results. That is going to be more effective research than just comparing the results, madam.
Whether this
Definitely, say
comparative
suppose.
study comes under research, sir?
Yeah, it's people nowadays. Most of the people are publishing the papers using that comparison only, but actually it cannot be considered as research
Okay, sir. Because
because we
it's
are
going
using
to
the
be a new
existing
model, no, sir?
algorithms. Only data set you are going to change. That's all. No.
Yeah.
That may not be called as research, madam, but people are doing now.
Okay. Okay, sir. Sir, how can we modify the algorithm in this machine learning and deep learning itself is a complicated algorithms, no, sir? Then how can we modify that one? Please.
Madam, modifying the algorithm means it's not the completely modifying. Say, assume that there are some parameters which you are passing into the algorithm. Say, assume that there are 3 parameters which you are passing. And instead of 3 parameters, if you change the parameters and if you do some kind of internal modification, that is also going to be your own algorithm, we can say that, or enhanced algorithm or something like that. Once if you change that, definitely if you get a good results comparative to the previous one, that is also a kind of innovations which you are going to do.
Sir, can we get any of the SCI journals or elsewhere with having this free papers? Can we see the research papers, sir, through any tool or any of the when we?
You mean to say that you want some SCI journals, madam?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I will show it in the afternoon session, madam.
Okay, sir. Because
there are so many free journals, but it takes so much of time. If you want to publish in one Scopus index, that is SCI journals, minimum they take 1.5 years, madam.
Yes, sir. That's why who have done that work. If we see those kind of papers, then we will get the knowledge, no, sir. For that purpose, everybody is telling that you have to pay and you have to go like that. For my sake, can we log into a free thing and can we download the free SCI and elsewhere and Scopus papers for that purpose?
I will show it in my afternoon session, madam.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, participants. That morning session is going to end up here. Thank you very much for the morning session, sir.
Thank you, sir. I hope I have not wasted all of your time. I conveyed something related to this.
It's a very nice presentation, sir. We have shared very nice contents for all the participants. So all the participants are requested to join 2 p.m. sharply. Sir will show you the demonstration. Thank you very much, sir. We are ending the session.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.